Good morning, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday, December 16th, and I'd like to go over your assignments with you for today. So, in reading, you are going to start here on Storyworks Junior, where you will be reading an article called Saving the Dolphins. This article is a great example of a hybrid text. It has part of it being written in narrative and part of it being written in the form of expository. So, as you are reading, I want you to be thinking about where you see those changes. And sometimes it can happen within every other paragraph, and mostly we see it happening with each of the different sections. So, under each heading, I want you to be thinking about, is this written as a story or narrative, or is this giving me general information like expository? You'll know when it's written in a narrative when it's talking about your specific subjects. So when it's calling the dolphins by their names, it's talking about those two specific dolphins. And then you'll know when it's reading to you from expository when you see that shift to it's talking about dolphins in general. So all dolphins, not just these two specific dolphins. If you go to presentation view, which is right here, first of all, you need to make sure you're on the story. So it'll be highlighted in yellow underneath there. Go to presentation view. That will bring up the magazine article. You could read to it from this page. Might be a little harder to know when you're switching a section, but the headings are bolded like this. And you either have the option of reading it on this page with text to speech. If you go to the presentation view and you need it to read to you, you can scroll all the way down here to the audio and then go to the magazine version. It's the second one. So if you push that play button and then go back to the presentation view, you'll be able to follow along that way. When you're finished, you will have a quiz over what you read. So answer the questions, multiple choice questions, and then down at the bottom, I have you telling me if each of these 4 sections was narrative or expository. So be thinking about that as you're reading, and then part will come very easy to you. And if you do not remember, go back to that section and then really be thinking, is this written as a story or as information? In English, you are going to be publishing your expert books. So if you are continuing with your editing and revising today, maybe you talked to someone at home yesterday and they gave you some really good advice on editing your expert book. That's great. You can continue doing that today before you publish, but today you should be working on getting this turned in. So in English class, this assignment is called Publish Expert Book. And when you go to turn it in, you're going to click down here at View Assignment. And then you know that up in that right-hand corner, you've got the option to add and create. You're going to click on that and then go to your drive to search for the file. Type expert book in the search bar as we have before. Once you click on it, it will bring it up as a file for you to turn in. And then I'll have it all turned in and I'll know that you're ready to submit it. In math today, you are going to continue on with part 2 of dividing using a multiplication chart. So I'll walk you through this a little bit. I did keep the videos for you in case you need to review that. And then you have your multiplication chart here. You can walk through the slides and it'll kind of prompt you with what you're going to be doing with that multiplication chart. So you have this scenario here. Mike has this multiplication chart, and you're thinking about these questions. What does he seem to know best? How do you know? And you're going to explain his strategies. So this is just to get you thinking a little bit more about a multiplication chart and how you can use it for multiplication and division. On slide 6, we see that Mike was missing some of his facts in his multiplication chart. So you're going to go back and help him fill those in, and then talk about what strategy you would use to help him. And on the last slide, you're thinking about patterns, what patterns you notice in the multiplication chart. And then finally, you're thinking about how does the commutative property or the flip-flop property help you fill in this multiplication chart. So again, the commutative property or the flip-flop property says that 5 times 3 equals 15, which means that 3 times 5 also equals 15. They're flip-flopped, but they show the same product. Okay, so that's what you'll be doing for that. Just like I said, you're just questioning, looking at the multiplication chart and thinking about exploring it a little bit more to help you understand it. In science, you'll start a new mystery task. Today, you're only required to watch the exploration part of the video. Tomorrow, you'll do the hands-on activity. So you can kind of do this at your own pace. And if you do get to the activity portion of this assignment, on this page, you're going to be looking for similarities within the different fruits, and you will sort them into groups based on those similarities. Finally, you've got another slide where you are going to be looking at how these fruits are related. Okay, and then you're typing your evidence about how they're related here. All right, everyone, that is all for today. Hope everyone has a great Wednesday, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Bye-bye.